World, this is your favorite entrepreneur Jorge Hernandez coming at you live, and today I'm coming to share an incredible story with you. This is my story. The reason I'm sharing this with you is because I just had a conversation with a 17-year-old boy who got a gun pointed in his head, because he was out there doing the things that he wasn't supposed to be doing. After sharing a good conversation and sharing my personal testimony with him, he had the revelation that he received created a revolution not only in his mind and in his heart. And right now he's just about making sure that he's growing and evolving. So I'm just excited for him. He's gonna be 18 this summer, so I can't wait to work with him. And so we're gonna get together. I'm gonna help him put a business plan together as he's doing. He wants to do construction. He wants to do electrical. He definitely wants to do trades. So I'm gonna be working with him closely. And one thing that I share with him, I just shared with him that 5 years ago today, I was locked up. I wasn't around anybody. I had the support of God. I had the support of my mom and my father. And that's about it. I was grateful that there was people there that had my back. Mostly my parents. And I was grateful that while I was locked up, I met incredible people that were supportive while in that environment. Due to a lot of the circumstances, what I chose to do while I was there was just educate myself, educate my mind, because I knew one thing: whatever I learned, nobody could take away from me. Just like I could go anywhere in the world, and as long as I have the equipment, I can cut your hair, I can do a piercing, and I can do a tattoo. These are trades that I can take anywhere. Why? Because it's knowledge base, it's a skill base. So if you're a skill based individual, you know what I mean. You can go anywhere, and bam, you're making money. So again, I was released on June of 2011. I was released. When I was released, I was really ashamed. I was really embarrassed. I was depressed. I was sad. I was excited to be out, but I was really embarrassed because I didn't want to share my experience to nobody. I was ashamed of the fact that I had a blank background, no resume. I have no employment history, no nothing. So what did I do? I ended up I went to what was easy. I went to landscape. I figured I'm Mexican. They're not gonna ask me any questions, and that was fucked up, because here I am, college educated, doing what anybody can do, cutting grass. And not to not talk bad about anybody, but that was not my thing. So as I'm doing landscaping, my mom is saying, hey, this is something you need to be doing. I'm looking at my options, weighing out my options. What am I gonna do? Because it's not easy to go to a job interview and say, hey, the reason I don't have any background is because I was locked up for 5 years. Now I know better, because I know what I bring to the table as an individual, as an asset. Before I didn't, but now I know what I bring. So it's not about, why should you hire me? It's like, why should I be working for you type of deal. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what's shifting my mind. So 2011, as I see this is September, as the weather is getting bad in Chicago, I decided that, I'm going to go serious with the barbershop. I get together with my father, and I start working. Again, he's had a barbershop since 1986. He bought it, purchased it. Ideal Barbershop has been in business since 1972. This is a strong name right now. So September 2011, decided to become a barber. I already knew tattoos. That's what I learned how to do while I was incarcerated. I learned how to do tattoos. So as we move forward, so 2011, decided to maybe a barber in September. I'm getting my haircuts up, and I noticed that there's a need for a piercer besides the tattoos and my piercings. I mean the tattoos and the haircuts. There's a need for piercers. So April 14 of 2012, I decided to become a certified piercer, get my certification, and I'm just grinding. So here we are in September, and finally I realized that the business that my father has been building is currently in the red due to some BS and some other things. We had a landlord that was very, very shady. So I was like, okay, speaking with the landlord, found out we were in the red. He really wanted to, do some negative things. And I said, wait, check it out. Check this out. Hold up. Wait a minute. Made some payment arrangements, made a deal. And finally I said, you know what? We're out of here come September. So I started stacking up, building paper, and with your help, and thanks to the haircuts, tattoos, and piercings that we were doing in our community, on September of 2012, we were able to open a new location at 3008 East 88th Street in South Chicago. It was 3 times the size of the previous location that we had. So I was excited. So 2012 was incredible. That's also when a couple of other barbers started coming here to this new location. So I'm grateful. Gabriel, you've been around with us forever, so I thank you for that. So 2012, we closed down with a new location, just doing incredible haircuts, tattoos, and body piercings. I had the shop in the front, the studio in the back. This is where I'm at right now. So as we look moving on to 2013, that's when June of 2013, somebody walked through my door and said, "Hey, can I speak to the business owner?" I said, "Speaking, how can I help you?" He said, "If I can show you how to make money and save, no, if I can show you how to make money and save money on a bill you're already paying, can we be in business?" So wait a minute, I'm gonna make money and save money on a bill I'm already paying. Hell yeah, I'm interested. So he shared with me the 5 links opportunity, business opportunity presentation. I was all in. It just made sense, as coming from jail where I had studied a lot of systems, coming from it just looked at a way that we can position ourselves to build residual income, because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for passive residual income. When I learned that you can build a check that's going to keep coming over and over and over again, I was sold. And when I knew that you can do it legally, it was over. That's how the real 1% of the world makes money. It just shows up repeatedly, through whatever investment or businesses they have. It's just residual income. So 2013, I ran in with 5 links. I wasn't all the way in because a lot of people were against me. A lot of people were not supportive. A lot of people thought it was a pyramid scam, one of those things. I was innocent, so I was just running with it. I believed that I was many millionaires. The proof was in the pudding. I'm a Capricorn, so to me, I had to see it, I had to experience it, I had to live it. So I was out. So as the year is wrapping up, I'm really serious about this organization, or running with this organization. I'm really serious about building this business, so I don't give up. Again, thanks to God's blessings and His abundance, and for putting the winner, that perseverance attitude within my system. So I didn't give up. So continue to 2014, we're doing a thing, doing incredible. My relationship's a little suffering because I'm too busy, doing a lot of other things, not too much time for the family. So, I apologize to my partner at the time, but again, this is all part of my life, my experience. So November 14, I started working with the radio station Radio Vive. I just had a small role as an actor. It didn't matter because I was showing up, I was being there, and I had to take the bus from 22nd and Kedzie, the Kedzie Pink Line, at 1 o'clock in the morning. I wasn't making it back to the hood to 3 o'clock in the morning. Think about this, leaving the South Side at like 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, and not coming back to 3 o'clock in the morning, and not even getting paid for it. This wasn't a job. This was just something that I was building because I had made a commitment. So I wasn't even getting paid for it. So that also affected not only my time, my money, but my relationships. So fast forward to about December 2014, I just threw in the towel. I said, you know what, this is bullshit. I'm listening to things that I don't want to hear. I'm putting up with things. I just decided to just walk away, and I was homeless for just a short amount of time. I spent about 2 weeks at the shop, trying to get my shit together, trying to figure out what I wanted to do with myself, what I wanted to do with my life. So 2014, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna take this opportunity that I have with me and just run with it, because it's going to require me a long time in order to retire with haircuts, tattoos, and piercings. Because right now, I'm living one haircut, one piercing, one tattoo at a time. Some people say I'm living check to check. I'm living one client to the next. So, it's the same thing. So the main thing about it is, how are we appropriating our monies? Are you spending your money, or are you investing your money? I choose to believe that I'm investing my money in a different business endeavors, and that's the reason why I don't give up, because the money has to continue to work for us, but we also got to continue to work for it until we can generate a profit where they have enough kids they can just work for us. That's the main thing. So as we're looking at 2015, I said, you know what, this is it. I'm going all hard. I'm going to go ahead, and this is the year that I'm going to make it happen. So 2015, I decided that after spending 2 years just in my solitude and just getting my shit together, that I was going to go all hard. January opens up. I have my own show. You heard correct. My own show, January of 2015. January 5th, the first show of El Show de Jorge and his friends just aired. So this is the first show. So think about this. On June of 2011, I'm walking out of prison cell. 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? So four years, not even 4 years later, because it was in June, it was January. So let's say 3.5 years later, I'm about to debut my own radio show. That's crazy. I didn't even study broadcasting or telecommunications. I knew none of that. I was just consistent. I just kept showing up. I did refuse to give up, and I kept saying, God, just open doors. God, just bless me. God, because I have a strong faith and belief. I just want to help people. That's all I want to do. I've learned my lesson. I don't want to go back to jail. Fuck no. I don't want to do anything that's going to jeopardize my freedom or jeopardize me being away from my children. That's retarded. What I want to do now is build a network of people that, like me, want to get some money legitly. We want to make money together, but not only just make money, but build residual income, because that's the secret. Look it up, passive residual income. Look it up. So again, so January 5th, boom, started my own radio show, started networking and promoting Five Links, man. May, 5 months later, after I said, you know what, I'm going to commit to this. 5 months later, I hit number 7 in production. I recruited 108 people. It was just game over. It was like, boom, niggas, what? Number 7, man, we were traveling. You guys saw me. I can't look up the pictures. You guys saw me. We were traveling. We were expanding. We were in Mexico, Arizona. We were just, bam, we were doing our thing. So what? Then something happened. So they changed the compensation plan on me about a year later. So I was like, damn, now how am I gonna make this money? Because I was like, man, I'm a beast. So when they changed that, somebody came to me and said, George, take a look at this other business called Paycation. So as I'm looking at this business called Paycation, I saw an opportunity for me to make money while I was traveling, help other individuals do the same thing. So again, I said, man, I'm gonna go beast. So I started calling people, making invitations. I started letting you know what was going on. I started just giving you the 411 and everything. But again, just like usual, people are skeptical. People don't believe. People think it's one of those pyramid things. That is a scheme. That is a scam. Man, the only scheme and the only scam that I see is that working 40 hours for somebody else for 40 years to retire to 40%. Let me tell you something. If you cannot afford to be living right now on 100% of your check, what makes you think you can afford to be living on 40% of it? I mean, this is common sense. Because I look at the highest position at a job, and I said, do I want that lifestyle? The CEO of whatever McDonald's. Do I want his lifestyle? Hell yeah, I might want his lifestyle because maybe the boss of the maybe I don't want his lifestyle because he only owns one franchise. It depends. So you look at the individual that you want to be with and you see how they got there. And I look at these network marketers and they're multimillionaires, man. And they got there by building a distribution channel of a group of people. All they did was get a group of people together and say, you know what? We want to play the money game with you. So let's get it. Let's play this money game. That's all it is. Because there's nothing else to it. If you look up Tony Robbins, master the money, master the game. It says himself, master the game. It's about mastering the game and playing the game right. So now we're doing Paycation, doing incredible things. I'm taking time, I'm investing. My relationship, again, not going so well. Why? Because I'm doing all these things, not enough time. It don't matter. So fast forward to like August. No, July. So after I hit, go to Paycation, go this. Things in my personal life are not going so well. So again, I shut the door, boom. Take a month off. So for 1 month, I'm just trying to see what's about to happen. What's about to happen. I'm in my solitude again. I forfeited my home. I forfeited my vehicle. I forfeited everything. I just needed some time for myself because there was too much going on. So again, come September, so I'm looking at how everything's gonna work out. So I'm still running my radio show, no excuses. I'm still, networking. I'm still building my business. I'm still showing up to give you a haircut, tattoo, or body piercing. I'm still here, making sure that you have whatever service you need, so that I can continue to build my dreams. My dreams are bigger than a paycheck. My dreams are bigger than anything, which is why I can't give my time to somebody else. I can't do it. Sometimes I wish I could go out and get a job, but it doesn't make sense to me. I'm unemployable. You can't hire me. I can't do it. But we can collectively collaborate. We can do that because I've learned that. So again, so then after I figure out that this is what I want to do. Incredible woman walks into my life. Together we start building, boom, 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 and then I see the Paycation generate a profit. But it's not something that I'm passionate about because I feel like I was wasting more time than anything. Especially with the individuals that I was working with. So I was like, let's just start something fresh. So I gave my friend David McCovey a phone call in January about my birthday, and I said, hey, listen, I see you're starting something new, Evolution Travel. Please, definitely, I want to be part of that. I want to build a team. I want to make sure that I'm sharing this business and this opportunity with other individuals, especially with you, because this guy made close to 100 grand in 1 month when he was in Five Links. He was with the fastest growing. He had the fastest growing team and hit diamond position in Paycation. When he had the second time around. So Five Links a success, Paycation a success. I figured he was going to do something by himself. I needed to be part of this. So I called him up and I said, hey, I'm in. So that's exactly what I started building. In January, I started calling people. You started getting text messages. You started seeing new things, the Paycation on my Facebook. You started seeing all these other great things about this opportunity. For what? All it is an opportunity for you to become a home-based business owner And forget about the 9 to 5. For you to now, every single month you pay to maintain your website, you're helping another family achieve and maintain their status and their position, and achieve and maintain their business as well. So we're working collectively as a whole, as a unit, and we're playing the money game. You see what I'm saying? This is like a group savings account, if you may. Boom, we're all grouped together, putting our monies every single month and building, being with a home-based business. Because again, the only thing that makes something like this illegal if there's no product or no service being exchanged, and we are affiliated with a tribal company that has been in the industry for 63 years now. They're licensed and bonded. So again, the only thing you need to do is pick up the phone, give me a call, 773-606-5751, and ask me how you can position yourself to become a certified travel agent. You know, the benefits are incredible because they include over 477 tax write-offs and incentives. They include on top of that you also have discounts on all your travel needs, and you also are able to get 80% commission on whatever you're booking. So it's just an incredible opportunity to just position yourself. So right now, that's what I'm doing. And in January, February, when I came back to Chicago, one of my friends said, George, as you're building your business, I see that you need to get into shape. You want to have your beach body? I said, of course I do. So he provided me with a sample of some organic products. You know, I saw an opportunity for me to not only get healthy, but get wealthy in the process as well. So I said, you know what, as I'm going to be taking these products, I might as well affiliate myself with you and share this information with others so they too can benefit from it. So in February, I started consuming and taking the tassel tea from Total Life Changes. I lost 5 pounds in 5 days. I even added like a new belt, and some of you have seen a new hold to my belt. And right now, that's what I'm doing. I'm building. I'm having an event Sunday, February 21st at the radio station. This is going to be a networking event, just updating people on what's going on, what's happening, how we can collaborate together. Listen, if you don't want to be part of Evolution Travel, that's okay. I'm sure you have your own business that you want to promote. I'm sure you have your own hustle that you want to promote. I'm sure you have your own talent that you want to promote and allow that to generate an income for you. Give me a call. I have a radio station, bro. It has over what we're looking at, over 230,000 listeners and viewers right now. Imagine what we can do with that. All I'm asking for you is to have an open mind and have a desire to want to collaborate with somebody, myself, that is doing positive things in the community. Ask the people that come to my show, look, we're working with our Neighborhood Got Talent. You know, we're exposing children who sing. We're saying people, hey, you don't have to go to the gangs. You can do something else. We have helped Jessica Cortez. She's doing an incredible job with her business. And right now she's supporting all my events, you know, with the food, with the tacos she brings. We also... Kerry, we had an incredible individual who's now, he's just doing great things because he came to the show. So again, my whole point of sharing this with you is to give you my testimony. Listen, God is the greatest. He is the greatest. He will bless you and give you abundance, wealth, and he will just give you whatever you need and whatever is necessary for you to continue to do what you need to do. And he will open doors, incredible doors. And the reason I share this with you is because I want to share with you how things that happen so fast for me. And the only thing that I do is I keep showing up. I keep being consistent, and I just keep sharing. Keep sharing. You know, I'm not going to stop sharing. I don't want nothing from you. I don't want your money. I don't want your time. I don't want nothing from you. All I want from you is to take a look at what I'm doing. And if it makes sense to you, but anything that I'm doing makes sense to you, like it makes sense to me, and you would like to generate a profit just like I've generated a profit from it, then let's work together. And if you say, hey, George, none of what you're doing makes sense to me, but the radio station, I can promote my business from there. I can use it as a platform to build myself and my business. Great. Give me a call, 773-606-5751. I'm always looking for sponsorships. I'm always looking for different individuals that bring value to the show. So again, you're more than welcome to pick up that phone, 773-606-5751. My only question to you is the same question that I saw somebody ask owner on Shark Tank. You know, I was watching Shark Tank the other day, and Cuba asked one of the business owners, he's like, listen, what's your hustle? And they're like, what do you mean? How do you make sure you get money every single day? How do you make sure money that you're putting in front of your table? What's your hustle? So figure out what your hustle is. Figure out what your passion is. My passion is helping people. My hustle is making phone calls, sending invitations, making these videos, sharing the information with you. Listen, I'm inviting a lot of people to my events. I'm inviting people. Some of these people I know, some of them I don't know. But the one thing that I know is that a stranger is just a friend I haven't met. And I'm not looking for everybody. I'm just looking for the right ones. I'm looking for the ones that are looking for me. The ones that say, damn, George, you got a radio show? I could use that to blah, 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 blah. Damn, George, you're working with organic products. I can use that to blah, 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 blah. Damn, George, you got a travel company. I could use that to blah, 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 blah. Common sense, man. Together, collectively, we can generate a profit. I can show you how. Think about this. Just final thought. Just final thought. Knowing that God is the greatest. Knowing that God has chose you to bless them. Chose you for anointment. Has chose you to just be here on earth. You're already a winner. Think about millions of sperm cells were released and you made it. You're here. You're alive. You're already a winner. All you got to do now is continue to have that mentality, because let me tell you something. When I hit number 7, when I was out there just hitting, breaking all these records, it was all about my mindset. It was my mentality was there. My mindset was correct. You know what I'm saying? After I allow the bullshit of the world, the drama and the stress, I allow that shit to get in my head. I allow all that drama just to come in and just fuck me up. If I had allowed myself to continue to be surrounded with positive people, if I had allowed myself to continue to be with the people that I needed to be, it would have been a different story. But I learned and I lived. I lived and I learned, right? So what are we doing in 2016? Man, all we're doing is networking. Just sharing. Just sharing. So if you get a phone call from me, if you pick it, as a matter of fact, fuck the phone call. This is your invitation. I'm inviting you Sunday, February 21st at the radio station. Come see. Come see for yourself. Come see, come touch, come taste. Come. Allow me to just play with all your senses. Allow me to just stimulate all your senses on that day so you can see what we're about. That's about it. And if you like it, welcome to the team. And if you don't, tell somebody what we're doing. Because all we're doing is helping people live a better life. And that's it. When the network marketing bug bit me, man, they got the right one. They got the right one. The one thing I remind you is God is the greatest. He wants to bless you. Never give up. Consistency is important. So again, God is the greatest. He wants to bless you. Never give up. And doors will continue to open for you. That's it. Deuces, your favorite entrepreneur.